The most effective way to have a smaller experience of love is by loving your judgments, loving your fears, loving your doubts, loving your thoughts. By directing all of that curiosity, all of that attention, all of that acceptance onto your idea of what's supposed to be happening, or what's not supposed to be happening, you effectively narrow it or limit it. But it's still here. It still is actually what you are. That's what you've always been. This isn't, you can practice, you can play with this experience of giving more love, feeling more love, experiencing more love. But the truth is, that's what you've always been. That's actually all that's ever been moving. I challenge you to find an experience where there's no awareness. It doesn't even really compute. So in every experience there's love. It's just a question of, often for most of us, the big question is, what am I loving? It's like, if there's something I don't want to love, then I'm just going to love my ideas about it, my rejection of it. And this is just like a shift in focus to the love itself. And the what you love doesn't really matter anymore. It's a shift in focus onto yourself, onto your true nature. That's what you are, that's what you've always been. The last thing I'll mention, is that as you actually start to taste this love. It's like it ultimately, as you play with it and get the sense of it when it's flowing, then you can actually, just get the sense of it even when it's very limited, when it's very tight. It's very restricted. And in that exploration, in that playing with love, one of the things you'll discover is that it's limitless. It's the one thing you can't run out of. You can run out of butter, you can run out of sugar, you can run out of gas, you can run out of money. But you can't run out of attention. You can't run out of awareness. You can't use it up. And so, yes, there are moments where you experience, at least to a great degree, the limitlessness of love, because it's flowing like Niagara Falls. Right? There are moments where the experience of love is that full, is that limitless, that profound, vast. But even when the experience of love is very, very narrow, that all you're really, in a sense, loving is your strategy for avoiding pain, say, your strategy for trying to manipulate others. It's like you're totally out of touch with love for much other than what you want to get done, what you want to happen. That you love. See, even when it's that small, right? The love is still there in potential. Like I said, you can't run out. So even when you're only, spending a little bit, even when there's only a little bit flowing, the source, the reservoir, is still limitless. It's just not flowing in that moment. So that's part of the richness in this exploration of love itself. Not all the wrappings, not all the specifics of what you love, but the love itself is you discover you never run out. discover that it's limitless even when you're not experiencing it. It's like the water in your kitchen faucet. You know, after a while you turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, you realize, oh my gosh, it's always there, even if I happen to turn it off. Right? You start to kind of trust it. It's like, oh, anytime, I don't have to leave the water running, right? And I just go over and get some when I need it. You can start to actually trust that this simple space, simple awareness is just always available. That's that sense that it's what you are. You can't lose that. Remember when you were a kid, you put your mittens on your sleeves so you wouldn't lose your mittens? Right? Nobody ever pinned your arm, right, to your ears, so you wouldn't lose your arm. That's what you were. You can't lose. That was the one thing you couldn't lose. You could come back without your mittens, without your hat, without your scarf, right? But you always came back with you. So this love, this essence of you, that's here right now, that's here in these words, that's been that which touches every experience. That's the way you experience, is by loving. It's the only way you've ever experienced anything, is through this flow of love. It's here. It's already here. It's what you are. You can't lose it.